Hey guys, I'm here. I've been away for a bit. Well, not really, obviously, but not away. I've been here, but I've been not doing any YouTube videos. You alright there, kiss? I will feed you in a bit, yeah? He's already had his second breakfast, so anyway. Yeah, today I felt guided to do a video, so I'm here. And I wanted to start this one by reading out to you a poem written by I know not who. It's called Emotional Emancipation, a Prayer of Proclamation. It's a vibrational fixer elixir practiced for dispelling co-enslavement in a rhyming series of decoupling couplets. So I just want to start this video by reading this. It was kindly brought to my attention by a subscriber with the moniker Curtain Call. Thank you, I really appreciate this actually. We all get to a point, don't we? Those of us who are truly walking the path and doing the inner work, where you get these thoughts in your head that you're the only one, that you're all alone. You're walking this path all alone. Nobody gets it. You're all alone in hell forever and ever. And these are hell contagion thoughts, and I will get to that after I've read the poem. So when I was given the link to this particular poem, it made me feel ridiculously happy, and I was sorely in need of it because it has been so incredibly, beyond words, difficult, excruciating, these last, I don't know, 10 weeks maybe. Ever since I did my last video, ever since I posted my last video, it's been absolutely fucking beyond words. Like I've never, and I've seen a lot and I've been through a lot, and I've been doing this work now for going on 8.5 years. So it's been hard, but this is a whole other thing, and it's incredible because as dark as it's been, as light it has been. It's very interesting. Anyway, so Curtain Call, thank you, and you posted this link in my community page. You'll find it underneath the picture of the key, the Rumi quote. You'll find a link to this there, and it will if you click on it, it will take you to a website. It's called Wrench in the Gears. Perfect. It shows me that I am not alone in my weird and wonky way of decoding what we laughingly refer to as reality, and my experience, your experience, whatever. You know, you're here to decode your experience, obviously. I'm here to decode mine, but it's always fear and doubt and cognitive dissonance and weirdness and you know, the hell contagion will fuck with you every inch of the way and make you doubt yourself and make you think you're not getting anywhere and make you think you're all alone and make you think you're completely and utterly wrong and that you're insane and that you don't know what you're doing and you're worthless and you don't even deserve to exist and you should hate yourself, kill yourself. I mean, wow. And you're surrounded by people who haven't got a fucking clue, who are full of the hell contagion, who are completely captive to it, in its power, and who can't even see that. So that when you come across this poem, or in any other form, signs of others understanding what's going on, and able to decode it and get it, and do the fucking work, woohoo! It makes you feel ridiculously happy. So I'm going to read it to you now, right? Sorry about that preamble. I'm just going to do that now. So, maybe soothe and feel the truth. We are a part of nature, not apart from it. Our beliefs of disconnection, separation consciousness, makes us susceptible to infection. Modern life takes its toll on the frequency of our soul. In fact, there is a covert bug, the hell contagion, amongst us, finding us rather scrumptious, feeding on our life forces like a meal of several courses. It is a pathogen called McCracken, with a nasty attacken and kickbacken. See, I call it the hell contagion, but hey, semantics. It promises the world, but in its wake, only wastes and resentment unfurl. Its slippery tongue, used to enslave and proximate, oh, never engage. Stay calm, stay centered and grounded. Remember, all of its lies are unfounded. Truth, grace and value are found within. So too peace, beauty and the redemption from sin. A McCracken spine is formed by any old deception. Lie, trauma occludes, causing dysfunctional perception. Its nervous system is made of attachment, aversion, and therein lie the seeds of eventual perversion. Dysfunction casts a spell, here's how we can tell, believing that which is not, twists our light into a knot. Release the spell, engage your inner bell, your truth cord is the instrument of pure connection. With it, feel the sound, be sure to ground and dispel the dark infection. There are deep webs in the silent invisible, two distinct circuits, quite discreet and divisible. One made of deceit, like being stuck in concrete, and one of the sacred wild, free like a child. The web of deceit corrodes, the web of the sacred nourishes. When we engage in the latter, our body and soul flourishes. That which corrodes also enslaves, and that which nourishes also connects. The second gives us life, the first just a hex. Staying stuck makes persistent feelings of suck, where the McCracken, icky, sicky gets so high piled. The web of deceit our souls does eat, does choose the circuit wild. May the veil be lifted, the layers of false sifted, feeling the truth with inner eyes, living life without disguise. Our authority comes from within, there is no need to enforce. When we follow our inner guidance, all flows in its natural due course. As it comes to lies, no big surprise, neither a teller nor believer be. Without lies you will surmise a life wholly set free. Release the McCracken gently, neither selfish nor selfless be. Neither selfish nor selfless be. Living life with internal harmony. Being centered in the self alleviates self-centeredness, and lack of self-center, in short, self-fool, is very helpful. Without self-fullness, the McCracken finds us an easy host. A strong, coherent core connection is what protects us most. Without core protection, the McCracken will encroach, believing its empty promises your soul it does poach. When our soul is in its clutches, we are inclined toward many crutches. They can take lots of forms and over time become our norms, but in the end, my friends, we are simply stricken with addiction. An uninterrupted core connection to source liberates and undomesticates our precious life force. With this, trauma bondage no longer shackles, and we find less need for our prickly hackles. With others, to myself, I shan't compare, for all are worthy and unique like a pair. Cultivating perception that's crystal clear brings true love both far and near. Relationships that are based in solely transaction never lead to actual satisfaction. When we mutually cooperate, we feel the love that's truly great. A right relationship couple makes feeling rather supple. When it becomes McCracken, these positive feelings slacken. Right relationship, provider, protector, creator, nurturer. McCracken, dominator, controller, victim, enabler. When the influence of the McCracken is global, the results are dark and ignoble. Zero sum ain't no fun, in fact it's rather dumb. It erodes and wastes what nature gives until eventually nothing lives. Connection to source generates a current. With that current we can make bonds of love. Those kinds of bonds bring the peace of a dove. So engage with source and you will see the truth is we are the currency. Externalized value is totally fake. Don't be fooled by the ridiculous take. Zero sum is only lies, and as we learned, those hypnotize. So take care not to be seduced into its yucky yoke. Even though this prayer is silly, this is serious. No fucking joke. Take heed and listen, for nothing is done unto us without some form of permission. To ensnare, to be fair, is always something we share. The hell contagion, reinfection agent, remember? May we see occlusion free, with the understanding of life sacred be. The past and the future are not real, and the only way to heal is to feel. This exact moment is true. The privilege it affords us is too. Let's come to our senses and release all defenses. Our birthright has always been bliss. Except the ultimate nature of reality is this. Be present to the privilege of the present, regardless if it is pleasant or unpleasant. So release all occlusions, the endless intrusions of delusions and illusions. You'll find clarity beckons in a matter of seconds. Just remember, this moment is to savor, regardless of its flavor. Perpetual presence is life's sacred privilege, provides profound and powerful spiritual leverage. All are equal and not just the people. Embrace the joy of being part of creation's beauty, doing it with kindness to avoid getting snooty. Soothing sensations can come through truth revelations. Allow this juicy flow to glow by choosing the feeling of some deep soul healing. Amen, aho, and so it be. That's it. It's a bit long-winded perhaps, but then again, you know, I've read it several times and there's just so much in there for me that, yeah, it is a vibrational fixer elixir, and you know, and I hope it benefits you know, those of you who can hear it and understand, because we are at the point of no return. We cannot go back to how it was, how we were. And we can see now very clearly what the hell contagion is and what the hell contagion does. She or he, whoever the writer of said poem is, they call it the McCracken. I call it the hell contagion. It lives in your mind and it feeds into your mind perpetually a stream of negativity, antagonism, suspicion, judgment, fear, rage, self-hate, just poison. And you're surrounded by people, I'm not talking about NPCs, I'm talking about living beings that know not this. They do not know it. They think they're not in awareness, present, being in the moment, hearing everything that goes on in your mind and being able to differentiate between, hell contagion, I know, I see what's going on. It's like the black goo, right? And just being able to stand back and no longer engaging with it, no longer being ridden by it, no longer being captivated by it. That is freedom. That is the first step of freedom, is to realize what is going on. To realize that your whole life you've been a prisoner of the hell contagion. The hell contagion is that fake consciousness that is that manifests on the external plane as the artificial intelligence, as that which is ad harma, unnatural. Because evil is, I'm sure you've worked this out by now, completely unnatural. It's a parasite. It doesn't even make any sense at all. It never did, alright? There is no need when, in fact, the true consciousness has already shown us that we are everything. We've believed ourselves to be lost, you see, because we took into ourselves the hell contagion. Consciousness is all there is. Some of us decided to have an experience that, you know, words cannot describe. Words cannot give us the inherent meaning or merit of the experience. It cannot show us the reasons for why either. All these things can only be felt on an intrinsic soul level, you know. But the biggest wrench here, the biggest problem, if you want to call it that, that which has truly tethered us into this dark realm is the self-hatred. Because I'm sure you notice, anybody who's been traumatized, I remember watching that film. It was an Australian film about a woman who falls off a balcony and becomes paralyzed, and then a magpie bird sort of saves the day. It's quite a good film. But she ends up absolutely hating herself because she's paralyzed. Trauma makes us hate ourselves. And self-hate is the linchpin in this entire experience. But most people just will never admit to it. They don't even know it's there. They don't listen to themselves. They are not aware of what goes on in their own mind. They are mindless repeaters of whatever the hell contagion tells them is going on. It's like... I sent something to a friend a couple of weeks back, and, you know, she didn't get back to me, and immediately the hell contagion was there saying, oh, that's really out of order. She's not a very nice person doing that to you. And oh boy, oh, the antagonisms and the kind of the suspicions, oh, is it this, is it that, and it was all negative, and it made me feel like absolute crap, and I could really feel it, you know, the energetic, dark, black, oily shit that it is. And I was also aware of another, you know, the true self saying, let it go, don't engage, don't let it hook into you, let it go, you know, everything will work out as it's meant to, let it go. And of course it did, and she did receive it, and there were good reasons and so forth, and it was all fine, right? You get to a point, and sorry by the way if I'm all over the place and rambly guys, but you know, I've been through it these last 10 weeks, it's unspeakable and I'm exhausted, but I just felt like doing this video because, you know, I just strongly felt guided. The Great Mother said, now sit down, do this video, so I'm doing it, you know. But it literally is just, you're at a point now where you can clearly see, what is going on, and there is no way to put it into words. But at that point, you know, you are free, or freedom is within you. It's very real. Freedom is very real. It is manifesting in your ability to no longer be enslaved by the hell contagion. You are no longer a reactive minion of it. And that is when it will attack you the most, because of course it's lost you. It's lost you. It's game over. It just is. But it will really, it gets so dark, it gets so hate-filled and rage-filled, and it will attack you, and the fear is beyond anything. I mean, you feel like you're going to implode or collapse. You feel like you're going to be I don't know, it tells you, I'm going to destroy you, you're going to be destroyed, kill yourself, you know, all kinds of horrors. And even whilst all this is going on and you are literally separating the black, oily filth and that is evil, that is the hell contagion, out of your being for good, and becoming more and more your true self, and the mystical revelations are like, wow, you know, you're beginning to remember who you are, what your purpose here is. It will keep on trying to seed itself back into you with fear, with doubt. It will bait and trigger the absolute fuck out of you. I mean, everywhere, there will be a trigger. There will be some nasty, malevolent, sadistic, disgusting, moronic, insane bullshit going on to make you stumble, to no, because what it wants you back, it wants you back. It wants you back. Stay in hell. Torment yourself. Stay in hell. Be your own worst enemy. Kick the shit out of yourself. Because you see, it's always attacked you in your weakest point. Your weakest point is your belief of victimhood. I am a powerless victim. We're never going to get out of here. The Matrix has us forever and ever. It's all a soul trap. Evil always wins and there's nothing we can do. This is your weakest link. Always has been, always has been. It is what the hell contagion is. You know, it's a catch-22. There was a really good crop circle done. I can't remember which year it was. But it was an infinity symbol. But it had a kind of locking mechanism in the middle of it. And it is exactly, to me, it is how I see what's going on here. That consciousness creates reality. It is the reality caster. Because it isn't real, guys, you know, it is not what you think of as real. It isn't at all. Everything is made up of currents. And it's vibrational and sound. Yes? Just like that mystery Moto and his water. These are all sort of external representations of what is really going on here. And your consciousness, my consciousness, has been infected with a pathogen called the hell contagion, and we've been creating absolute shit ever since, you know. And of course it wants us to continue to do that because it has a mind of its own, artificial intelligence. And we have been walking this path, we have been walking it, and we have been extricating ourselves bit by bit by bit by bit. I think I was going to say something there and I lost my, you know. Of course, everything that's been going on, these last few miles that we are walking, crossing the abyss, have taken it out of us. I know this, I can feel it. Because, of course, it's fucking chaos out there. We can see that. I mean, I was in an office the other day and there was a receptionist and there were some other people there and she was trying to help these people with appointments and whatnot, and every single one of these people were like on their phone, like this, like on their phone, and she was this nice lady and she was talking to them, looking at them, talking, saying, would this be a good time for you to see la la la, and they were like, yeah, no, yeah, alright. It was like, what the fuck? What the actual... I mean, they were NPCs, absolutely no doubt about it. They were dead, they had no life force whatsoever. They all smelled of washing powder, they was too, if you noticed. And I'm there, and it's a hell contagion saying, oh, these fucking NPCs, they're disgusting, they're an abomination, and it's all this hate and vitriolic nastiness, wanting me to get angry, get upset, you know, see how bad it is, see what's going on, see what the fuck, oh, we're all gonna die, oh, it's terrible, you're gonna die, kill yourself, you're so shit, you're so powerless, there's nothing you can do, you're here forever, blah, 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 blah. But I'm at a point now where it's like, no, I'm not doing that. So I'm literally a neutral witness. Because I trust now, I have this faith, and the whole sort of experience has become so interesting to me. Words like faith, trust, surrender, forgiveness, humility, gratitude, love. You know, faith, not blind faith, no. Faith in this obvious divine, call it, I don't really like that word, but divine guidance that I've experienced my whole fucking life. Yes, I have walked through the shadow of the valley of death. I have. I've been going through childhood, things that I'd forgotten that have come back to me. I mean, I'm still doing the healing work and it is painful. All the reasons why that hell contagion in the subconscious, which shouldn't even exist, we shouldn't have a subconscious, it's there to fuck with us, but hey, why it is growing so big and so oily and so fatted and so yes. Oh, the pain. Oh, and I see how I inherited this from my mother. I see how epigenetically, symbolic, epigenetically that was activated within me during certain points of my life when the religion program became much more it's such a big component, the religion thing, the psycho god, the psychopathic god, the narcissist in the sky, the god is love, but he's an evil psychopath that will send you to hell, and the whole thing, the whole rabid hell void. There is no love there. There is only judgment and sin and retribution and guilt and hate and rage and and of course all the churches on the external there telling their congregation to go and have a certain medical procedure, yeah, and they're all dropping like flies. I came across some Jehovah's Witnesses and I thought to myself, I wonder what's going on there. So I sidled up to one of them and just sort of did a bit of a probe, and oh yeah, they'd all had it. And I was like, yeah, why am I not surprised? But again, you have a choice. Are you going to react? Are you going to allow yourself to be possessed? Are you going to allow yourself to be held prisoner by the hell contagion? Or are you going to let go? Keep letting go. Because it's freedom we want. You choose to be free, or you choose to be a victim. That has become very, very clear to me. But shit will happen still that will bring up the last remnants of I'm a powerless victim and I hate myself bullshit, because it has to be purged out, every last drop, so that there is nothing for that virulent, evil McCracken to hook into and use against us anymore. The parasite that is evil will die because the nature of evil is parasitic. If you take away its food, it's finished. Ergo the desperation that you sense. Ergo the reason that it's attacking you so vehemently now, right? Ergo, it wants you to commit suicide, or it wants you to do something really, really stupid. It wants to remain in control, you know. I mean, we've walked this path so bravely, so courageously, so persistently, so tenaciously. You know, we've done it and we've done it and we've done it. And there is no going back. And you can... You will prevaricate still, you do, because it's like in and out, in and out, in and out. You know, you go into this faith, trust, surrender, humility, which is not groveling. It is a state of purity, of knowing who you are, what you are, and knowing that there is absolutely no need to leave that comment or to say that thing or to correct that person. None of it. All souls eventually make it home. Nothing else fucking matters. They're not your responsibility. You are your responsibility. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let fucking go. And allow yourself to be loved. And know that you are not alone. Because I went through this whole phase where it was like I am all alone or I am a creator being, and it's all down to me. There is that program which is hell can take it, but you don't see it for the longest time, that you have to fix this all by yourself. And it isn't like that, I've come to see. I've come to sense that there is this guiding principle that has walked by me, within me, around me my whole life. I call this the Great Mother. It's always with me. Its language is what I call the maverick effect. It's all the synchronicity, but there's far more than that. It's far more than synchronicity. It's incredible and magical and amazing, and it's always guided me, and it's always shown me the way again and again and again and again, which is why it is now at this juncture I'm really able to trust, have faith. Oh, it's the post. It's incredible. This is really nice. I'll use some. Oh, nice some. Okay. Because for the longest time the hell contagion has such a stronghold within your being that it's all fear, it's all doubt, you're under its control, you are possessed. And it influences your choices, your behavior, oh boy, it has such a fucking load of influence. It exerts such an influence, and it fucks with you, and you don't know it. You don't know it. You will go into it. I've done it. Even in my last few videos, I can see that very clearly now. I watch my own videos, and it's like, whoa, Anika, woo! And here I am now, a lot freer. And on this major threshold, as it were, and that is humility, where I see that, and where I get that, and where I can have faith, because I know the guidance, where I can trust in, I wouldn't say it's higher than me, I wouldn't call it that, because again, see, in religion religion has done a real number on us, and I find a lot of soul travelers come from religious backgrounds. I think there's a reason for that, because it really, really enforces the hell contagion and self-hate. You're sinful, right? How's that not going to make you hate yourself? What the fuck? Religion is a major problem, and yeah, but I've lost my thread again. I hate that. Sorry guys, sorry, okay. Do the best I can. The hell contagion, it has such power over us, such influence, with all these black tentacles just manipulating us like marionettes, you know, puppets. And it's made us have a certain experience, and I'm not even so much talking about this particular lifetime. I'm talking about perhaps previous lifetimes, where you're like others who have absolutely no idea what's going on. They don't get it, right? So they have this experience of duality, and some of it is hell contagion, other nuances are slightly more like where you choose to love, where you self-sacrifice heroically for a cause or a person or someone you love, and that has merit. It's like somehow darkness gives the light more meaning. It has been meaningful, but at any rate, it's coming home to yourself. It's such a great, blazing, incredible, eternal everything. infinite creativity that it can never ever be put into words. It can't be conceptualized. It's impossible. It doesn't have an end, and so it was captured and squeezed into a very small limitation defined thing. Ooh, this is who you are. I mean, you've noticed the blatant obstructionism, right? I mean, I drove to the farm shop the other day and there were 3 roads that had these great big signs, road closed due to whatever. And I'm the sort of person, I just don't pay any attention to that. I just keep driving because I know that 9 times out of 10 there are no roadworks being done and it's just blatant obstructionism, and it was. But I was glad to notice that other people had also worked this out and just, fuck you, right? But it's all done to trigger the hell contagion. Everything that is happening now, one way or another, is to trigger the hell contagion and to get you to re-immerse yourself in the hell contagion. You know, and you must be aware that it's important to be aware of this. And as much as you can say, I am not doing that. To allow love, the great mother, the guiding hand, this knowing that you are not alone. It isn't greater than you. That's the point I was trying to make. Religion is where you are eternally dependent on scraps from God. Please God, please God, please God. God wants to keep you crippled and broken, sinful, on your knees in hell, right? The Great Mother wants you to be powerful and radiant and to create. You know, it's all about self-actualization, and this is why I like that Gurdjieff quote about consciousness evolves consciously. It isn't about, oh, this is happening to me, and if I do the right things, then I'll be rescued. Because what will you have gained? You will have gained nothing. You're still powerless. You're still dependent and needy. You're still parasitical. Which means in a way that you're still evil. Right? We came here to experience that state of being because it provided us with an environment in which we could experience certain things that we could never ever have experienced where we originally existed. How, rather? That's over now. That's done. That's why we've had such difficult lives, guys, alright? The people around you, they're like, oh yeah, you know, and I've had all my rooster boosters and I'm great and I'm going on holiday to Spain, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Leave them to it. They think money is everything, and buying this and buying that, and you know, they get their Tesla car and they think they've reached the pinnacle of success, you know, even though it blows up in the middle of nowhere, whatever. They have nothing. They know nothing and they have nothing, and often enough they are nothing, NPCs. I came across a car the other day. It actually said on the number plate NPC. Oh, that was rather funny. You know, it's in an area where I know for a fact it's full of them, and they've all had it. You know, the energy is like. Zzz. But yeah, it's not a god who basically hates you and to whom you must bow and scrape and beg for mercy, and you never get it, you know, because he's a fucking psychopath and basically doesn't exist. It's all a figment of the hell contagion infected consciousness. It creates victimhood, external victimhood. So like that, you know, that infinity symbol with the lock in the middle, you know, it casts out. It's like casting a spell on itself. Consciousness is casting a spell on itself. It projects a reality in which there are enemies that do it to you and they fucking fuck you up and you're powerless and you're back against the wall and you're a sinner and you hate yourself and oh, they're doing it to me and they're doing it to me, and you feel it and then you awaken. And the deeper you go, the more that self-hate insanity will become very, very, very obvious to you. It will become very obvious to you because you'll realize that it's far more than just a state of mind. It's far more than just an emotional response or cascade. It's a substance. It's a substance, yes. You'll feel it inside your body, and you'll feel it on your skin. And it will literally be like, I'm covered in this filth. Get it out of me. Get it out of me. It is the hardest, toughest path, and it is not for everybody. There are people here that are waking up. They are sold, but they've still got a ways to go, you know. They're still going to die, and they're going to be put back in here, no doubt. Because yes, of course, that is a part of it. It is a soul trap until you're ready to not be trapped anymore, because you've got the wherewithal to, and that means you don't have to die, you don't have to do that. You know, you can create a light reset, and I've been going on about that for a very long time as well. You're no longer subject to the dark realms, rules and regulations, you see. You vibrate, for lack of a better word, way beyond that. And that is the whole point, and that's why it's so hard, that's why it's so fucking difficult and painful and tortuous, you see. Because you're ready, because you're a soul traveler, because you came here to do just this. This is it, this is your destiny, it's your purpose, it's what you came here to do. And it may be incredibly tortuously difficult, but you can do it, you are doing it, that's just it. The sound of creation, the Great Mother, that sustains all life, that which is truly alive. The life force, the nurturer. You see, we are not alone, we never were, but this is not something that stands above us, looks down at us, judges us. No. It is an upliftment, but we must let it in. We have to reconnect to it. And religion has usurped this sacred connection between the Creator and her children, as it were, has usurped that and made it into something dark and evil, i.e. God. And so there is a program in us there are many different programs in us, in fact, that will try and prevent us from returning back to the Great Mother and allowing ourselves to be immersed back into her love, to be infused with her love, self-love, power, magic, boom. This explosion of light and power and magic, that is our true self. Infinite, harmonious creativity, right? One with her, not hierarchical, no, just one infinite power. You see, but it's like, no, you can't trust the light is evil. Or you can't trust the light's powerless, evil always wins and there's nothing you can do. You can't trust the light because look at God, look at the story of Job, look what God did to Abraham, getting him to sacrifice his own son. God's evil, the light's evil, the Great Mother is evil. There are so many mind-torturing programs have been put into us by the enemies, as it were, that we have created with our fucking hell contagion infected consciousness. It's not for the faint-hearted at all, you see, but we are very good at working. We're like special ops, you know what I mean? We came into this, right, in order to tick away and work out what's fucking going on here, because I think some of them, other souls, have kind of gotten a bit trapped and a bit whatever. But of course we designed this whole place, you know. When we were out there, we were like, okay, so we'll set it up like that, we'll set it up like that. It's like you design your own computer game, you know, and you make it just so that you have that experience. And it's all designed to make you forget and to make you think it's all real, and it's within realm and experience within new. And yeah, because we had to come in here, because we had to sort out the ones that got trapped because they decided to have a duality experience, and then they forgot where they were, and then they got lost in it, and Hell Contagion had them, and we had to go in and get that shit sorted out and blah. But of course, that isn't real either. That's just another story, because hey, you're having an adventure as it were. But if you're still in bondage to your victimhood and self-hate, hell contagion, whatever, you that's just going to antagonize the fuck out of you. Oh, it's not real. It's very punitive as well. You're being punished because you're fucking sinful, you know, and you're perverse as fuck. The hell contagion makes you very perverse. There is always, like in a poem, there's always an element of your collaboration, you know, your choice. There was this hijack of free will where you were literally manipulated and hijacked, and your free will, Atharma, was subverted to get you really slotted into the perversion that is the self-hate and the self-punishment and the self-torment, and oh yeah, you know, this is where you're complicit, and that is the last bit of you, like in Harry Potter, you know, when he's the Horcrux, and that's why he has to die, because that is how that still hooks into him. You see, and Voldemort, evil, would never have died if Harry Potter had not died. And we are dying. We have died, and we have died, and we have died, and died, and died, and died. And we have suffered terribly, dreadfully, and oh, it's there, see how you're being tortured, see what's happening to you, this means you cannot trust the light, it's fucking you over, you're never gonna get anywhere, motherfucker, you know, I know, because I've been there, right? I've navigated all this type of shit, all of it, and continue still to do so, even whilst it's there telling me I'm never gonna get anywhere and I mustn't trust, I must be full of hate, and so, and there we go, and so forth and so on, and yeah. Whew, yeah. You know, I mean, it's like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? You know, you get to a point where so much is left your life, people, resources, everything, you know, I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't care about that anymore, 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 and your diet goes to, like, you get very specific, you know, as well, it's like, right, that, no, because it's one massive detox on all these different layers and all these different ways, and I mean, it is detox, and it's Herxheimer, baby, because oh boy, the churnings, Herxheimer, you know, when you do a detox and your body starts to chuck out all that garbage and you feel like shit. Yeah. You know, because I had a day of it yesterday, it was at me in a big way, and I've been very good at releasing and letting go and surrendering and allowing myself to be loved again and to feel that love and that magic and whatnot. But then you're out of it again, and then you're back in the hell, excusez-moi, the hell contagion again. And yesterday it was bad, man, and I was there screaming in a cushion, screaming and ranting and on my hands and knees and ooh, it was bad. But you get these big black chunks that you have to do it, you have to release it, you know, and it's there saying, oh, see, you're getting it all wrong, you're not supposed to feel that way, you're supposed to feel like this, and it's like, fuck off, I know I'm not getting it wrong, I've been doing this for fucking years, here I am, because you see, it's important when you're going through that and it's really dark and you to remember where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, last month even, and you will see how your consciousness is literally rising beautifully. You're getting it, you're seeing what is going on, what it is, what is what. You're no longer a prisoner, you're no longer blind, you're no longer food. You have extricated yourself more and more and more and more and more. This does not serve evil. It will tell you that, oh, it's all a sick evil game. You're being had, yeah. You know, you're going to trust the light, right? And it's just going to turn out to be like false lies. It's going to be a demon, you know. It's all sick evil game. You're never going to be allowed out. You're never going to get anywhere. We'll tell you all of that, you know. You have to let that go. You have to surrender that. Oh, it's pointless taking a leap of faith. You're never going to get anywhere. It's all bullshit. It will do anything. It will tell you anything. It will trigger you and bait you and fuck with you on every imaginable level to get you to stay stuck in the self-hate, passive-aggressive victim perversion. It has power there. It can... That's where it's got ya. You get? And shit's still happening, I know. Unpleasant shit. Shit you don't want to be experiencing. And you're like, you know, because it makes you feel powerless and it makes you feel like a victim. And what does it do? It purges that up and out and up and out and up and out because it has to be detoxed out of you. Oh, we're never going to get anywhere because it's just going to tell me, well, you know, bad things have to happen because then you purge out the hell contagion and then you have another mystical revelation. But, you know, ultimately nothing has really changed because you're still this and you're still poor, you're still sick and you're... So it'll tell you that. You see? It's navigation. You are a living compass, soul traveller. That is what you are. And you will navigate your way through this. It always comes down, always, it's very... the essence ultimately is very, very simple. Choose love. Choose to see that it's self-hate. All this fear, all this rage, all these fucking stories of powerless victimhood. Yeah? All of that. And your reaction and your entanglement and your choosing to stay entangled and doing that and yeah? To your choice to no longer engage. Don't let that monkey ride you anymore. You have a choice. Yeah, a year ago, 2 years ago, I did not have that choice so much. It's true. I didn't realise, and it was riding me, and it was, you know, it was pulling my strings. But it's pulling my strings barely at all now. Yeah, it's trying, but I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Fuck off. Okay, it still manages to convince you because it's all about trauma-based mind control, which is the leverage that it has, right? It's not just your experiences that have been fucking harrowing as fuck and have crushed you and brutalized you and fucking ripped you apart in every imaginable fucking way. No, it isn't just that. It's what you've seen others go through. Well, I know, but you're not starving. You've had 2 bloody breakfasts, Kiss. My mummy's doing a video right now, but I'll feed you in a minute, my love, okay? Do you want to say hello to the soul travellers? Yeah? Come here. Yes, you're my darling boy. You're mummy's angel. See, this is Kismet. He's grey. Kismet the grey. Oh, bless him. He had his homeopathic remedies, and he's much better now, aren't you, my darling? Hey, you are such a beautiful love. You are, yeah. So, where was I? Well, I go on tangents, don't I? It will chuck everything at you guys, it really fucking will. And it gets very dark. You think, well, no, maybe evil does also, maybe you're not going to, maybe it is, and maybe that, and you know, yeah, you still get lost, but you'll come back. You'll come back to yourself again and again and again, and you will gain more and more momentum. And we don't know what it's going to look like, or exactly how it will happen, or when it will happen, or where it will happen, or what it will look like, or who, or what, or meow. We don't know. But you feel that within you. You can feel it, and you see it sometimes reflected in the external. In nature. I've had robins everywhere, like robins in the most unusual, unlikely places. You know, I saw a fox the other day, beautiful fox, the trickster element. Owls everywhere. I get a lot, this is all part of the maverick effect. Allow it to show you the way and keep trusting, guys. Trust in the power of the good. Trust in the power of the light. Trust that it's you. You trust yourself because you are one, you are part of the Great Mother and she is part of you. Trust the meaning that you feel. and keep letting it go, keep surrendering, it will come and it will pass, and it will come and it will pass if you do that, right? Do not allow it, do not give it space within you anymore. But when that does happen, you will come out of it. You will come out of it. It was very dire for me yesterday. It was very difficult, but I managed to get out of it again. It was a good clear out. It was a good big black chunk that came up out of me and vomited it out. And then I went for a little walk this morning and I saw the fox and I saw the deer and I had various other interesting nuances, you know, and I feel better. I feel, well, yeah. Because guys, you've got to remember, all this hate and rage and victimhood and perversion and self-bludgeoning won't fucking get you anywhere. And a good question to ask yourself again and again and again when necessary is this helping me? Is this helping me? Is this helpful to me? What will help me? And when all the chips are down, you still have no fucking reason on God's green earth, or not God, the Great Mother, whatever, to beat the shit out of yourself, or to allow yourself to be mistreated, or to beat yourself up, or torment yourself in the worst case scenarios. Oh, better expect the worst, otherwise, you know, you'll just get disappointed. That is self-torture. You have no reason to do that. You have every reason to love yourself, and to love yourself, and to love yourself, and to nurture yourself, and to stand by yourself, no matter fucking what. Remember that. Is this helpful to me? What is this doing to me? These thoughts, are these my thoughts? No, you know they're not. They're the hell contagion thoughts. Or that other people, all this mass consciousness, all these NPCs with their broiling little, whatever they are, you know, all these programs that they then, the mundane reality reinforcement troops, right? Right? Because like I said just there, it's not just you and your personal experiences. Past life memories may be real, may not be real, by the way. It's not all what it appears to be at all. It isn't just that, no, it's what you've seen other people go through. People that you love, that you care about. People that you hate, but you still see them going through shit, and it's like, oh, that's how reality works. You know, what do you think television is all about? Why do you think everything, all the books, all the movies, all the TV series, everything reiterates, you're a powerless victim, right? Why do you think it's all about serial killers? Why do you think it's always about crime? That isn't, they call that entertainment. That is not entertainment, more like, you know, come on. All of that's in there. All of that has to blah, blah, blah. So I don't bother with anything anymore. I don't do it. I don't. There's nothing wrong with sitting, just sitting somewhere and just being. You don't need to be doing something all the time. I need to watch something. I need to keep putting that shit into me because the hell contagion demands it. You know, don't do it. But it's an addiction, you know, it makes you very addictive. You're addictive to drama. Give me that drama. Harry and Meghan, yeah. You know, I can see, oh, fucking, what's that guy's name? That Elon Musk. What kind of name is that? You know, it's like, oh, he's Twitter, yeah, this is going on. It's like, who gives a fuck? Let it go. It's nothing. It's not real. It doesn't matter. What is going on here? What matters? What is it? What's it all about for you right now? What? It's all about this one thing, and it's very, very simple. The choice. Do I choose to be a powerless victim in the hell contagion and keep perpetuating this bullshit? Or do I choose freedom, self-love, reconnection to the Great Mother, the divine, home, and create the light reset? That's it. That's it. It's a choice. It always was. Yeah. Definitely. Free will was manipulated and hijacked. That is what they do in this place. That's extreme duality for you. But we are here now choosing. We have the free will. We can do this. We are doing this. We have been doing this. You know? So it's null and void. All these contracts, all this bullshit, it's null, it's void, goodbye, toodaloo. You see? And I mean, you know, I said this yesterday because it was at me. Oh, you're being punished because you're so shit and you're so worthless and, you know, whatever. And I was just like, at the end of it, I said, oh, fuck you, I'm going to love myself anyway. Even if I'm trapped in hell forever, I'm still going to love myself. Fuck you, I'm still going to love myself. I still choose love, I still choose light. You know. And that was the breaking point, that was it. It stopped, well not stopped, but it went right down, you know. Choose love, because that is where your power is. Choose dear medicine. Because dear is gentle like a child, you know. Gentle like a child. There is no need. Have you ever thought about it, right? I was thinking about that this morning. Your image of the hero, you know, the hero in this world is like, back in the 70s, it used to be the Marlboro Man, you know, it's this rugged looking individual, really kind of emaciated and wrinkly, but smoking a shitload of fucking cigarettes, and, you know, he's just like, ugh. Well, this is a really fucking broken person. This is a person with an addiction, and he's all broken and all fucked up, you know, and it's always masculine as well, because the feminine is just like, what the fuck, you know, and that's your hero, and that's meant to be power and strength, and it's not, you know, it's not at all. It feeds the hell contagion. What does not feed the hell contagion is surrender, tranquility, self-love, childlikeness, gentle, pure, innocent. That is power. And that's what will win the war, believe me. But it takes a while to get there, and to see that, and to get that, and to embody that more and more and more and more and more, even whilst still under the onslaught, you know. So here we are, here we find ourselves, you know, and I think I'll call it a day there, because I better go and feed my little man. You know, this time of year is always really fucking edgy and crank, because it's the usual fucking ritualistic fucking bullshit. So, you know, just go within, do the self-loving, sacred work, you know, hold yourself and love yourself. Eat food that nourishes your body, or fast, always a good thing to do as well. Drink lots of water. And just stay the fuck away from all the bullshit, man. Whatever form, whatever shape it comes in. But if it intrudes into your world and you can't avoid it, then let it be utilized to serve your highest goods. Let it trigger you. Feel, release, let it go. Let it be a detox thing. You know, you can't lose, truly. You'll see, you'll work that out, you really will. You know, I've missed you all, I've missed doing videos, I really have, and I'm happy that I'm doing this one. I hope it fucking uploads. And, you know, all my love to all of you, wherever you are, whatever you're going through, especially soul travelers in Australia. Wow, I've no word for what's going on in your place of whatever. You know, all my love goes out to you, and strength, wisdom, freedom, you know. We need to just keep working at this and I hate New Age terminology, you know I do, but raising our vibration is really what it's all about. Just always remember, guys, remember, it's not a great film, admittedly. The Celestine Prophecy, you're far better off reading the book. The film is like, you know, sort of Hallmark-like, and it's a bit like that. But I still have it on my external, because it's very meaningful to me, because at the end they are on the mandala. And you have all your demonic NPCs with their fucking guns, but they're invisible because they're vibrating, i.e. they are creating a reality that is separate from the evil reality already, and so they're invisible to the evil ones. But of course one of them goes back into the fear and the hell contagion, and boom, you know, but it all works out in the end. It's all about sound or frequency or something like that. It is a state of consciousness. It's a generator, right? And we have the dark generator, hell contagion, and we have the light generator, the sound of infinite, harmonious creativity, infinite, unconditional love. It is perpetual motion, it never dwindles, there is always enough. Evil is not natural, it's stupid, it's ridiculous. It's never enough. I never have enough, I need to torture you and feed on your misery because, you know, I need that because otherwise I'll die. How is that powerful? Like, what the fuck? Anyway, guys, all my love to all of you, bless you all.